Trouble by Gary Schmidt is a book about the Smith family, who live in Massachusetts in a mansion overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Their family has lived and prospered there for generations. Henry Smith is the book's main character. When Henry's brother Franklin is hit by a car, trouble makes its home with the Smith family. Here's a passage from the book describing the scene when Henry goes to the hospital to see his brother. The author writes, "The streaks of red were ghastly against his skin, which was stark white. The perfect tan that Franklin always carried had vanished and left behind the shocked pallor. Henry's mother stood at the foot of the bed, her hands tight on the aluminum rail, her eyes wide and unblinking. His father stood beside her, stiff, straight, his hands up to his face. Neither had taken their coats off. Neither spoke. Henry sat down on his brother's bed. A clear plastic mask covered Franklin's face, and he breathed into a clear plastic tube that circled around behind him. Both of his eyes were bruised and swollen shut. His right arm lay white and still, tucked tightly beside him, outside of the sheet. Another clear plastic tube coiled out from the crook of his elbow. Dry blood edged his fingernails. At first, Henry thought that the other arm must lie beneath the sheet. But it wasn't beneath the sheet. It wasn't there. This tragic book kept me reading and asking questions such as these. Will Franklin live? Will Henry's parents press charges against Che Chone, the driver of the car? How will Henry deal with his anger? What will happen when Henry and Che meet face to face? What would I do if I were in this situation? Why does Henry's sister stay in her room? Will Louisa ever come out? Why are people prejudiced against each other? Will Henry's father come out of his depression? Author Gary Schmidt writes with vivid imagery and powerful characterization, not to mention suspense. This book is definitely realistic fiction that kept me turning the pages because of the plot's many unexpected twists. To find out more about Henry's tragedy and triumphs, read Trouble by Gary Schmidt. You won't be disappointed.